You don't hold on to the bowling ball, but the bowling ball holds on to you. I think one thing I struggled with when learning to bowl one-handed was not trusting the bowling ball, which I think is where squeezing starts to occur as a beginner. When we get our first bowling ball drilled, the pro shop operator does their job to give you the best fit possible. You get your measurements done, it fits really nice in your hand, grips get glued in, and you walk out excited. Now, you take it onto the lane. All of a sudden, you are grabbing the ball, forcing your downswing, and trying to make it hook. By the end of your session, your thumb has expanded, so you go back to the pro shop to open up the thumb hole. Because it's looser on your thumb, it feels better, but now you are going to end up squeezing even more. Essentially, you took the shoe that was tied and now you are trying to loosen it up. In order to find the feel of the bowling ball, remember this: fingers, exit, effortlessly, last. Developing a really good yo-yo release starts with the bowling ball first and then you. Most importantly, the thumb hole. This is something I'll continue to say in my videos just because of how much of a difference I've seen personally going from a loose to more snug thumb hole, which allowed me to stay soft with my hand and increase my rev rate naturally. Keeping a soft hand allows you to get your thumb out of the bowling ball faster and makes your release more snappier. One good way to test your fit is to just have your bowling ball sit somewhere on the surface, stick your thumb into the ball, no fingers, and try to lift it up. With mild to moderate grip pressure, with the base of your thumb, if you can pick it up, that's close to where you want to be. If you struggle to pick it up and it requires you to use a lot of pressure, then your thumb hole should probably be more snug. I'd recommend playing around with it and trying different kinds of tape to get it tighter. Also, keep in mind that weather plays a huge factor with fit. One day it's fat and one day it's flat. Now that we've taken the time to really understand the feel of the ball, we need to connect it to our swing. In order to connect the two together, let's take a look at the one-step drill, but before we throw the ball, we'll perform a pre-swing. The reason being is to feel the flow of the swing, from the push away all the way back to your hand. It's gonna sound funny, but when you do that pre-swing, capture a screenshot in your head of how that felt. What did I feel? Okay, let me try that again. Wait. We've heard the term pendulum swing, but you could also think about a swing set too. So, before I throw the ball, I'll do one pre-swing, I'll catch it, then throw the ball. Drills are a great way to supplement, isolate, and help you understand concepts that are embodied in your full approach. You practice it, then you put it into action. Sometimes you can actually be a little too soft and might end up doing something like this. Because we've established and strengthened this mutual connection between you and the bowling ball, try not to squeeze the ball anymore. It's going to hold on to you until it's time to release the ball. Being able to reduce your grip pressure with your thumb will help you develop a really good yo-yo release and will allow you to deliver the ball consistently. One thing I should also mention is that squeezing can happen when you try to hit up on the ball. Because you are anticipating the release, you instinctively tense up and you end up squeezing, thinking it's going to yield you more power and revolutions, which is why we see a lot of blisters develop on the thumb for some bowlers. I know all of this is a lot to think about. I mean, aren't we supposed to just pick up the bowling ball and hope it does what it's supposed to do? Why is there so much thinking involved? When I was trying to learn the release, it was truly something I thought about every day. In my head, I would randomly be thinking about it, and when I got the opportunity to practice again at the bowling alley, I was eager to try that new idea. Remember, bowling isn't exactly linear, as someone commented on my other video. You have to go through the motions and emotions. Stay true to the process, and until the next one, peace.